Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is my complete PHP playlist where you can find all PHP related videos. So whether you are a beginner or want to enhance your skill, then you can follow this playlist from start to end. It will surely improve your skills. So in the last video, we saw how to edit or update the student information in PHP using my MySQLi functions. So in this playlist, I already showed how to connect with database, how to save student data into database, and in the last video we saw how to edit the student information in database. And in this video we will see how to delete the student data in the database. So let us start. So I am inside the same student management system folder which is inside htdocs, which I am using throughout this series. So what we will do is, let me show you the student listing page first. So this is the student listing page which we created in the earlier lectures. So now what we will do is, in this action column there will be a one more button to delete the student data. So we will give a delete button, and when someone click on this delete button, then that record will be deleted, and we will refresh the list to show the updated data. So this is what we are going to do in this video. So let us first add a button here. Like to delete, we need the ID of the record. So this ID we can send using the get method or the post method, both. Like we can use any method, but post is more secure since get method sends the data in the URL. So we will be using post method. And to use post method, what we will give, we will simply create a form here with just a delete button only. Let me show it. So first we will add a button. So this is our student list.php file where we are fetching data from the student info table, and then there are some navbars, and here using tables we are showing all these record using tables. So if you haven't watched my previous video on how to show the student listing, then watch that video first. So after that you can continue on this video. Now this is the edit button which we give in the last video. So this is using get method, so we simply gave a link here, but in deletion we will use post method. So we will have to add a form here to use the post method. So let me add it. So this is our td tag is closing here. Let me press enter, and we will add a form here. So form action is basically the file which will delete the data. So I will name it as deleteStudent.php, and method we will be using post method because post is more secure. Let me close this form tag. Now in this we only need a button, so let me add a button. uh, and basically this button will be type submit. It will submit the form basically, and so this will be like, we will give a text of button as delete. So we have added a button, and to make it look more beautiful, we will add some bootstrap classes to it, like class, like in similarly, uh, like we added in case of edit we are using btn primary. In case of delete we will use btn, btn danger. So these are the bootstrap classes which will make the button color as red, and it will look more beautiful. So I have added the classes. So let us check how it is looking. If there is some error, then we will correct it. So you can see that now a button is coming below this edit button. So like I want this button along with this edit in the right side of the edit, not below. Like in below it is taking a lot of space. So for that we will apply some style on the form. So just use single quotes here, and style what we'll do is display will be in line block, display colon, sorry, and we will give some margin to the left, 5 pixel. So let us check how it looks now. Now you can see that now it looks much better. Like there is edit button and next button is delete button. Now when someone clicks on this delete button, then he will go to the deleteStudent.php file, but we need id of the record which we want to delete. So we have to pass a hidden parameter id. Let us add that parameter in this form. So we will add an input type, and type equal to hidden. Basically it will be a hidden parameter. And its name will be basically id, since we want to pass id. Name will be id, and after that we will have to give value. Like value we have to check from the row. So we'll give dollar $row of id. So I have concatenated value inside these quotes here. So this will be the input, basically row of id will be its value. So this is the input tag. Let me check whether we have to close this tag as well or not. Like input syntax, no need to close, it is a self-closing tag. So now let us check if there is any error or it is fine. So it is totally fine. Now we have to create that deleteStudent.php file. So let us create a deleteStudent.php file which will delete the student data from database. So click here and copy this name, delete student. So start a PHP script there. Now since we have to deal with the database, so first we will include our database.php file. So like this is our database.php file where we define our server name, username, password, database name, and then this is a connection which will have the database resource object which we will use to connect with the database. And if no connection, it will simply print that error. So I already made a video on how to connect with database. You can watch this video in the playlist. I will provide the playlist link in the description as well. So I will include this file to connect with database. So this is our deleteStudent.php. I will include database.php, and now we will receive our id in the post. So let us get the id first. Id is equal to $_post, and its name is id, so it will become in id. Now first we will check if not empty id, then we will continue on deletion part. Else if id is empty, then we will echo data not found simply. So now let us write a query to delete the data. So for that we will use a $SQL. So delete query is like delete from table name. Table name is student info. Where id is the column name which is there in the DB. Make sure it is same in your database. So we'll give id here, $id. Then don't is used to concatenate. So this is a complete SQL query, and now we will execute that query using MySQLi query. So MySQLi query. So MySQLi query, then we have to pass the database connection object first, which is $CONN, and then this connection object is created in this database.php file. Now we have to give the our query like $SQL. Now we have executed our query. So after executing the query, the record will be deleted into the database. So now what we will do is we will simply redirect to our student listing page again. So to redirection, there is a function in PHP called header. So but before redirection, we have to close the database connection as well. So we will use MySQLi connection, MySQLi close, and this is the function MySQLi close, and we will pass $connection. So I have closed the connection here, and after closing the connection, we will simply redirect to the listing page. So to redirection, we use header function, and there we will have to pass the location colon, then the name of the file in which we want to redirect. So this is our student list.php file. We will redirect to that file. So basically this is how we delete data from database using PHP, and this is using header we will redirect to the list again. So let us check whether it is correct or there are some errors. So if any error comes, we will correct it. So let us go to the browser. So and this is our student list. Make sure you save the changes here as well. And now if I refresh the list, so there is a delete button. Let us check by deleting. So there are now 4 records: Ram, Rajesh, Rohit and Virat. Let us delete the Ram and let us check what happens. So you can see that like Ram has been removed and the list is refreshed. So in this way you can delete the student data saved in database using PHP MySQL. So let us try deleting another record like Rajesh. So Rajesh has also Rajesh has also been removed. And if I also refresh the page, then also there are only two record, since we are deleting it from the database. So this is how we delete. And if you find the video useful, do subscribe the channel and like the video. You can save the playlist for your reference as well. Like I will be uploading all the videos here, so you can easily find them if you save the playlist. Thank you for watching the video.